So, The Walking Dead gets a bunch of crap for killing off a major character who should survive for years ahead in the storyline. So what does Fear do? It doubles down and kills off the best character on the show. Yeah, good move there, guys. It's Fear the Walking Dead, Season 4, Episode 3. Good out here. No, it's not. No, it's not. Hey everyone, D here. Welcome to this week's review. Sorry, I'm not happy. You could probably tell I'm not very good at hiding my feelings. Look, I've been reticent about jumping into this season. I've had issues with how this storyline has evolved. But they started off this season good. I like the time jump. I like the new characters. Even this episode itself started off kind of interesting. It had potential. I loved seeing Althea being a badass, showing why she has survived all of this time. She's a tough fighter. She's a good shooter. She's scrappy. I like that. Even proposing after they crash, the whole kind of deal here. You got the truck here, you're going to have to help me out, and then we'll figure out where we're going to go on next. I mean, again, very confident. A lot of reasons to be confident. I'm enjoying this, how her character is setting up. Then even after they left, the whole bit between Morgan and Nick. You know, Nick's a little different, but that's okay. Time changes people. But they seem to start, you know, kind of bonding, and I liked some of that feel. Morgan kicks Nick's butt. Nick offers him a peanut butter protein bar. You know, these are good moments. But even then, things start kind of drifting up. Why Morgan went all the way up to the road in order to practice? I don't know. It's a flat space. Maybe he felt like all of a sudden he needed a moment alone. Certainly trusted Nick not to go anywhere. For good reason. Nick didn't see the reason to push anything. But okay. So we got Morgan up on the road, sees the car, again, takes so long to react to what he's going to do. And then goes all the way down the hill without reaching over and grabbing his stick, which is 5 feet from him. I don't believe that. I didn't believe it when it happened. It didn't make any sense. Now we get the fight with Nick. A little erratic, a little crazy. Okay, we're seeing an obsessive side of Nick. Okay, man, we got some story potential going on here. But even at that point, the horn. Why not turn the horn off? You could pull the thing back up. There's nothing, but you can do something. Just lock yourself inside that van, turn off there's options. I don't know why they left the damn horn on. Kicked open the lock for Althea's tapes, which was cool. Later on we find out that's where, you know, that important thing in there, those are her tapes. That's what she finds valuable. Again, good character stuff here. There's something about a bog. The bog seemed to be the one that we pulled up, so there's a possible future storyline going on. So, again, good, bad, all right. But then we get the whole chase. Nick is chasing the El Camino down the road. Goes a pretty good distance. We can still hear the horn, so it's not a huge distance. But what, maybe a quarter mile? Maybe a little less? 1,000 yards? Something like that, 1,000 feet, you know. Far enough. Obviously gets a little tired. Takes a moment to the side, take a look at the flowers. Look at the flowers, man. Whenever you see flowers on these shows now, you're not going to be able to trust it. So he gets his moment of reflection and then is attacked by walkers. Overrun, and who saves him? Morgan. How did he run that far? He's already established how slow that he can move. But he gets past the walkers, gets up the hill, gets a stick, and then again, the distance that Nick ran obsessively until he kind of tired out. That's a huge distance. I do not believe that Morgan could have gotten there that fast. Not unless Nick spent a half hour staring at the flowers and reminiscing about that 2-second scene with Mom. But okay, I'm still going with this because we're getting some interesting interaction here. You know, I mean, and obviously character work is what's really important with this show. We get some good stuff with Strand and Althea there, you know, talking about what are you after? What is the point of getting these stories? You know, talking about the stories and the truth and to tell what happened afterwards for the people to come, even if there's nobody left, that there is some record of it. That is a journalistic motivation right there. I'm all about that. Really shows some strong dedication on Althea's part. Still finding it hard that people are finding gas this far into the apocalypse. I mean, again, I suppose if you have a massive takeout of the population, it's really only a few survivors left, so the bit of gas that's out there can be lasted a while, but we're looking at a couple years down the road now. Areas that have been completely picked apart, we're still finding gas. But again, okay. I was fine with most of the way this show filtered out. The vultures annoyed me. We're seeing a little bit more on the vultures, and the vultures just look like douchebags that camp out in your lawn and then follow you and pick off stuff before you can get there. Not a threatening bunch. I mean, again, they're not even stopping people from going, but of course not. Got your radio. Little Charlie picked up one of those radios from your side, and so they're now just following you along in their faster cars and then picking things apart. Now, you would think there'd be a bit more competition. Why do the vultures seem to find the good stuff, and Maddie and Nick do not? I don't know, maybe they're used to picking things apart, but this seems to be like, this is their deal. And they don't even seem to be competent fighters. I mean, they really seem to be depending on the fact, as they had discovered when they talked with Maddie on the first night there, is that you're good people. They're expecting that you're not going to just try and kill us. Because Nick could have taken that guy out. And of course, obviously later on, does. A little bit of a fight. The guy puts up a bit of a struggle, but it shouldn't be... I didn't get any threat off of them. The more we find out, the more just kind of annoying they are. You know, at a point, it's just going to turn the people inside to go and wipe them out. Sniper attack. Why that doesn't happen? I don't know. Maybe that is what happened, and that's how Maddie died. Because it seems to imply that Mom Clark is dead. That is the obsession that is driving Nick and everybody else so much, is that obsession for revenge. And like I said, that blinding obsession, there was an interesting storyline there. How Morgan has changed his own time from a killer to a more peaceful person. That was great. Even their whole conflict between Morgan and Nick the second time was like, hey, you could stop me. You did, but are you going to try and do it all that way? Do you really want to do that? So no, Nick goes in, they fight, Morgan walks all the way back to the flowers, realizes he should, then goes all the way back to the city. Meanwhile, Althea, Strand, Luciana, and what we have? Sorry, we have John and Luciana walking up the road, but they don't get there until after Morgan's already gone and back. So, okay, there's a time jump. The time frames that these stories are going on don't exactly coincide. They're not synchronous. I'll go with that, but still, it just... The amount of distance that Morgan seems to be covering compared to everybody else seems to be like, as long as the camera's not after him, the guy's a sprinter. No problem moving. Camera gets on him, that's the only time that his leg hurts. And then the whole thing at the end with Charlie, oh, I'm sorry, I missed something. Our scene of the week. Scene of the week! Yeah, scene of the week this week is when they piss on our audience and go and kill Nick. The best character on the show. The most interesting character on the show. I was cool when they're setting up some kind of comparison for Morgan and Nick. You're thinking, oh man, we could have some evolution of these characters, something that we're going to move for, some sort of difference. Morgan's going to sort of teach Nick, who's on this sort of obsessive bent, and you know, we got some work that's going to go on. Nope, just going to kill Nick off. He's going to have that one little moment, and then he's dead. So what's the show going to be about now? Is it going to be just the original group? We got Alicia and Strand. That's going to be it. Like Strand, like Alicia. Do I like them more than Nick? Do I want to do I want to invest time in these characters more now that Nick's gone? Not really. Do I like the new characters that are in? Great. Do I think that they're just going to supplant the old characters? So is that it? Strandy and Alicia, Luciana, they're going to get killed off within this suit because they're going for it till the end? Again, some interesting negotiations there. Fine, we're going to help you out, but you're going to help us out, and we're together all the way to the end. I'm like, great, we're getting all these characters bound together. It's going to be awesome. Take out Nick. Why? Because Walking Dead killed Carl. Everyone went over that so bad. They didn't learn after they mutilated Glenn and lost half of their audience. It's not that you killed Glenn. It's because you beat him to his face. His eye was popping out there. You went too far. And then this season, hey, let's mix it up. We're going to kill Carl, one of the most important characters from the comics. It should be the survivor of the show. Now let's take him off. So what are you going to do with Fear? We're rebooting it. We're moving it all up. So let's kill off the old characters that we like so we can replace them with this new ones. Just do a different show then. You know, fuck this show. Forget it. I'm done. Nope, you can subscribe. Check out a couple other videos that we got going. There's some shows that they don't piss the audience on. Am I going to be back next week? I don't know. Probably not. Watch. Who knows?